Hello everybody, today we will discuss common mistakes for fashion brands in meta ad. So make sure that you watch this video until the end because we will discuss a lot of different mistakes on different level of your experience. So, okay, let's move straight away to the first mistakes. The first mistakes, a lot of fashion brands, they doesn't use catalog manager. So it's very, very bad because when you have, for example, from 15 products on your website, maybe you have even 50 or 300 plus products on the website and you don't use catalog manager. So of course you can use image, videos, UGC creatives, etc. But you can believe me, when you start to use your catalog manager, you will see just from simple campaigns you can generate, for example, ROAS of 4, 5, even 7, because it's very detailed targeting. You have, for example, t-shirts, glasses, caps, and Meta make sure they show cap to potential buyer who are searching right now for the caps. And you are not just make UGC to the broad audiences. No, it's really better to show people what they are really searching about. And you can see it right now. There's some example how we are working with catalog manager. Of course, this is dynamic retargeting campaign, can be this DPA retargeting you can also use. So it's even better for you. So because you have, for example, 100 products and you have, for example, 10,000 visitors and different people with a different product. So you need to make sure that you retarget people with the right product. So remind it. So, but also it's work for cold audience, for top of the funnel. And here you can see, for example, that we have all of these, it's a catalog campaigns. Some of them are for top of the funnel, some of them for middle of the funnel. And you can see right here, so the average CPA is $40, 27, $70, and they're generating 14,000 average order value, 12, 11,000, 10,000 with ROAS 9.5, 9.0, 15 because it's middle of the funnel. So even middle of the funnel is convert better, of course. So 5.2, 5.9, even 2.4. So it's not that bad because 90% of your competitors spending money to generate 2.4, 3.0. But you can generate 5.0 or even 9.0 with catalog campaigns. So depend of your brand, of course. So it's not for everybody. So make sure that you have this campaign on. The next one is audience exclusion. So a lot of people, they are running top of the funnel campaigns, but in 7 days, in 14 days, they die because you didn't exclude your customers already. So you can run your top of the funnel campaign, you try to do it better. So but in several days, so you see that you already burn out the audience because even it's cold campaign, but you don't have exclusions, they show this type of ad to your existing customer base. So it's very bad for you. So you need to exclude at least 30-day sales. You can exclude even 60, 90 days or just exclude catalog interaction, people who may have purchased on your website. So make sure that you do it, and after that you can build clear funnel. Top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, bottom of the funnel, to communicate with different type of audiences and to sell them right stuff. Okay, then no retargeting campaigns. So we can see that a lot of people just spending all the budget to new audiences. So it's fine, it's cool. So because you want to bring the more new customers to your website, but when you spend just 3K, 5K, 10K, it's okay. But if you spend already like 20, 50, $100,000 per month, at least, please, invest 10, maybe 20% to retargeting campaigns. Like, because your cold audience can bring ROAS of 1.7, 2.5, 2.2, and it will be near break even. But you can turn on retargeting campaigns and generate ROAS of 3.5, 4.5, so double it and generate some profit for your brand. So because it will be cheaper to upsell already customers or just sell to the people who visit your website. So it's even better. So make sure that you work with new audience, with engaged audience, and with existing customers, please. So it's very important also for you to generate profit, guys, not just only revenue numbers. Okay, and then your campaign will look like this. So you can see we have website visitors 40 days. This is just only website visitors. So, and we have ROAS 27. We have ROAS 18, 15, 10. So of course it's not like hundreds of orders or thousands of orders. It's just very small amount, but it's perform very big, so very good numbers in ROAS. So, and generate you profit, and you don't lose your money on your ads. Okay, what we can see right here. So it's different ways to work with catalog manager. So you can do bestseller catalogs, you can work with some of the categories, male, female, AOV segments, high add to cart rate by margins, etc. So it's a little bit later. So maybe in next video I will explain you how it works. But let's go to the new one. Lack of scaling and iteration of the winning format. It's very important. So when you work and you produce a lot of creatives, like for example here we can see, okay, we have several creatives, yes, but only one of them are generating, for example, 5.7 cost per lead. Here it was like for email marketing, it was just welcome series, so 5.7, but nobody scale this creative. So I don't mean scale with budget, I mean scale with iterations, with duplication of the creative. So you need to scale it, because without scaling the concept of creatives, you can't scale with the budget. So you are limited with scaling of the budget. So what you can do, you can make another iterations for the same creative and spend a lot more money, much more money, so you can spend. So if you work with, for example, with one creative, you spend, for example, $100 a day for this creative. When you generate new concepts for the same creative and you make, for example, 10 of them, so right now you can spend not $100 a day, you can spend $1,000 a day. It's like very simple. Of course, your hit rate will be not 100%, maybe 50%, because it's already winning creative. But at least you can spend it now, not $100, you can spend $500 a day. And it's much more much more easier to scale your campaigns. Then what we have right here, wrong cost cap structure. So, okay, I say here it's wrong, but 98% doesn't use even cost cap and bid cap structure. So you need to start to work with this type of campaign, because you can tell the meta which results you want to get. For example, your target CPA. Target CPA plus 20-30%. Target CPA minus 10, minus 15%. So, and after that, you can even more scale and get fine ROAS. What is your break-even? What is your KPI? So, because here you work with your KPIs. So, but really, just 98% doesn't work with this. So, guys, like, it was a few mistakes, what you don't need to follow. Please make sure that you work correctly with your ad account. So maybe on the next video I will explain you campaign structure, how you need to work with the campaigns, what you need to do with them. So, and make sure that you follow this YouTube channel, my Instagram, my LinkedIn, etc. So, and thank you for watching this video. Let's go.